Welcome to I'm Loving Life podcast with A&T Mechanical Heat and Air, Plumbing, Generac. There you go.
I was like,
Generac.
The most serious podcast we have on deck.
Where? This one?
Yeah, this is
I
the most
know.
serious.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Focus. So if you are online and you don't see our wonderful outfits, we have a hairy wiener,
Yep.
Rooster. Oh, yeah.
chicken.
It could be a chicken. Did you ever do the chicken dance?
Well, how are you guys so like? How are you guys insane? Like it's real quick, too. Like really, just like not missing a beat.
We knew all the motions.
Like,
Okay.
It's like wait until we break out the Macarena. Really gonna get that.
Let me tell you why. That's exactly where we learned it. That is exactly where we learned it.
That's like Frontier City.
Get all the people around in a circle, and you get the duck in the middle, and the
But
chicken.
how was that experience? Because I know you did the popcorn or something. What was your job?
I was the
Popcorn?
concession.
Okay, and you didn't sing, but you danced, right?
I did
Magic.
the magic show,
You did the
and there's
magic show.
dancing
Okay.
in the magic show.
So,
Fright Fest.
did you guys? How old were you guys at the time?
No, we did not work together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No.
Just in the same
I just worked with
I
her
was
husband.
16.
Okay.
I was 16.
I worked
and then,
with your husband.
What happened?
Huh?
He looks great.
I can't.
Now you
I
kind of
can't
look like
actually tell.
Superman.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
what's
with a
happening?
cape.
Yeah.
The
Clark
wildest
Kent.
coincidence to me is the fact that you worked with Victor and you didn't know Victor, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's insane to me. And then you met later on, like on a cruise ship, right?
Right.
Like how does that happen? That's
Loving
don't know.
life is what that means. It's loving life.
like what are the odds? So whenever Jessica mentioned something to Victor, or I don't know how that worked, but did you say anything? Like you're like,
I didn't know. I really didn't realize it until she's like, the guy with his hair that slicked straight back because he would silk it like it was so
Super
silk.
slick.
Oh, remember that?
so
I
it's like all
didn't see
the
it. I
gel.
wasn't there.
Like gelled, and it would just be.
It wouldn't move.
Oh
like, it's just
no!
locked
And
in.
he's like dancing. You know,
Yeah.
it was funny.
But
Great.
so,
Frontier City.
so your
It's
reaction.
fun.
So were you guys dating already when you told Joseph, or
No.
No.
I just met him because he
just-
went to OC. Oh, he went to OCU.
UCO?
UCO.
UCO?
OCU.
OCU?
OCU.
I went to
Okay.
UCO.
You
Yeah.
went to UCO.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right, the acronyms are all similar.
I know.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Very similar.
Yeah.
So you mentioned something about you liking him, or you thought he was cute, or something to Joseph.
No.
No, I
No,
just
what?
I went. I
They're
was
not that
working on a
close.
cruise ship.
Just wondering.
So they both met on the cruise line.
Okay.
Well, the guy got fired, and a guy came from OCU, and I was like, oh, I know a lot of people from OCU because I danced. I mean, everybody knows everybody, and so I just started asking my friend. I asked Joseph. They all knew him. They all knew him. I didn't know that.
So you asked about this before he showed up on the cruise ship, or
Yeah, because they said, oh, a Victor Stacy is going
okay.
to.
Okay.
And then they
Yeah.
started hanging out later.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how
Anyway,
they fell in love.
Any pushback on your side when she brought the news?
I mean,
I
are
am
we
not
talking
that.
about this on the podcast?
just-
I mean, this is a family conference,
like,
okay? Let's.
What intervention at this point?
I know, right?
Curious. One thing led to another. You know, it's just I'm just curious. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't have pushback.
Okay. You're just like, yeah, it sounds great.
Does
Yeah.
Joseph
No.
really ever have pushback? I mean,
There's certain things.
yeah, there are
Certain-
things.
There's,
There's
yeah,
things.
certain things.
But
problems.
like, I mean, when I went there, it was like, how? Let's party. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get it done. It was no big deal.
Well, for my sister, there was tremendous pushback on my side, which is probably the only time I ever did that. So in my
When?
family, like with Kyle and stuff, like when they
Really?
were, yeah,
No way. There was no
I
pushback there.
was not a fan. You guys remember this?
Again,
Still
where
not.
is this podcast going?
I don't know.
Let's talk about fall tune-ups.
Halloween edition, right? We were super
Yeah, because
excited.
this thing is getting scary. I don't know where you're going with this.
Okay, Halloween edition, right? We did the Beetlejuice video, but we had a problem being able to post it because it was getting copyrighted. So the only way people can watch it is actually hitting the YouTube link. So I'm really sad about it because on all the platforms we're not getting as much views because it's a link, but
Right.
still, if you guys are really interested in it, please go check out the link that's on Facebook and everywhere else, so you can actually see the full version of it. So
Yeah, it was so fun to put
Yeah.
together, really.
Yeah.
And even though there hasn't been a whole lot of views on TikTok yet, but there's a lot of shares and comments of people really liking it. So I know it's really good. It's just because of the audio being copyrighted, it's not
That's so
pushed
strange
out.
to me.
Yeah, but I'm curious if it's because the second Beetlejuice just came out this year, and maybe they got more particular on that.
Right.
I don't really know how that works, but a
Yeah.
lot of times we can get by with using the audio on Facebook and stuff, and then YouTube we will be more particular about it, or TikTok. It's just weird. Different ones have
Right.
different licensing, I guess, for music, so it just
Yeah.
comes up periodically. But that's one I really, really wanted.
I know, just to finish it out.
Now, but can we talk about what you did this morning in this chicken suit while
Oh,
we're
okay.
talking about Halloween?
He was cocky Balboa.
Yeah, Cocky Balboa. So we went to the gym this morning and went in the chicken outfit, which we did get permission before.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
to make Tim feel better. I did get permission from the lady out front.
Okay.
You
The-
guys asked for permission
Yeah.
to wear the chicken suit?
Yes. So my biggest thing is, okay, there's people out there working out. I don't want to be,
The
kind
nuisance.
of the distraction because people are really particular about that kind of stuff. But it made more sense to do it today, being Halloween, and then asking
Sure.
first. So I'm assuming there's less people on Thursday mornings than like the Tuesday that you wanted to do it initially, or was that Monday? Was that Monday?
That was Monday. too.
Anyway, he was real annoyed at me because I wasn't really on board with this. Was like, it's not the right time.
No, he's like, no, I don't want to do it.
Well, you also had a stomach issue.
Huh?
You still had a stomach issue.
No, not at that
You had a
point.
tummy.
No, we got a tummy bra.
Let's just say it's dehydration.
Yeah,
That's it.
dehydration
Of all the
and
problems, who knew dehydration would be
the one that
like-
takes you down. Dehydration and food poisoning. So
Like
you know,
he had a snake wrap around and almost rip his elbow off before. That didn't kill him, but the
broken ribs, yeah, broken ribs, other stuff that I didn't go to the doctor for.
Yeah,
You know,
but it's dehydration that did it.
yeah. Once it hunches you over, you kind of just like,
And the crazy thing is that was after getting IV hydration and the vitamins too.
yeah. I
was
think that's
after
what did it. I think that's what did it. You know,
That is
Your body's like, oh, this is amazing.
like what is
like
this?
vitamins,
It's like,
no.
how dare
His
you?
body's rejecting nutrients. It's like I run up with Oreos and energy drinks, and that's it. Golly.
I don't do sugar that much anymore.
So
all right.
the one time he came out to before he came over to A&T and stuff, he was helping me out. We were digging shell out at the farm, and I went to his truck and I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is a pigsty. And what I find, there's Oreos, an open bottle of Cheese Whiz. I haven't eaten Cheese Whiz since I was a kid. And then I think there was Takis too.
No, not Takis.
Okay, what else was it?
Fritos.
Fritos. There's Fritos, and then there was just wrappers everywhere, and I was like, "How?"
Now you
does
said this
man
was
survive?
beforehand, right?
Yes.
It's not today.
No.
No.
He's
Oh,
a
okay.
changed-
Yeah.
He is a completely changed man.
Has he though?
I used to
I
eat like
did
a
look at his
tot-
car the other day. I don't
I
know.
did clean it. So, but no, I used to eat like a toddler. So just whatever, on the go. I got a couple pictures, I think, where I pretty much would just buy some bread, some bologna, and just that would be my lunch because I wasn't
Yeah.
able to stop. Because usually I'd have like big vans or buses, and I couldn't stop at to get food. So I just
You can go through the drive-through.
and I was too lazy to make my own lunch. So I just brought my lunch to make. It's weird. Right into it. All right, where were we?
I don't know. So Halloween today, so it's the last day we're going to be able to do costumes into next year, obviously.
That's not true.
Is that
That's
true?
not true.
You guys
that
walk
might-
around in costumes
all the
without.
time.
Yeah.
I feel like I got pushed back, a couple weeks before Halloween, so, I was like, well, I guess I can table it for now. Okay, virtual home show next week,
Virtual home show.
right? So really interesting. I don't think I've ever seen this really
Happen?
done before, but this is Jessica's brainchild while running, right? So we're going to
I'm
figure
gonna
this
try
out.
it, see if it works or
It's worth a
not.
shot. Let's do it.
So if you're, do we know times yet when we're starting it?
Not yet.
So look on our Facebook page,
Emails
website.
will go out today saying stay tuned, and then we'll have the exact.
So we're gonna
Time
go
frames.
live. We might even do the podcast live
we'll do some giveaways. Yeah.
giveaways so that you can see us live, that kind of stuff. Try to see if we can do something different than
Are we
outside
gonna
the
do
box.
live for 30 minutes a day? Or are we just gonna do 2 days? Or
No, I was wanting to do an hour
every day?
wow,
Yeah.
1 hour
Yeah.
every day.
So we're gonna try to get guests in
this is we're trying to do
Yeah,
an hour.
yeah.
That wasn't.
but
We're doing an hour.
Okay.
We're doing, so we can do games. We could do like Joseph making a basketball shot that's long, and then whoever the winner is gets a free AC tune-up or whatever it is. You know,
That's
we
exciting.
could do stuff.
But we could also do like have guests like our Linux guy, Robert, maybe so those guys come live, that kind of stuff. So we're gonna start building.
So it can be like a trivia thing. We can put some trivia stuff. You can ask questions, share the live in order to get into the different drawings we're gonna have. So we'll figure it out, and we'll just try to have fun with it.
It's like one of those drawings is going to be dinner with me.
Mike, come on now.
Well,
Where are you going to take them? McDonald's?
Yeah,
We'll
McDonald's.
have to pay them.
Hey, whoa.
it's KFC. It's
We'll
KFC.
give you
Yeah.
$100 to go eat with him.
Yeah. Bologna sandwich. We can cut it up and call it what? Hors d'oeuvres? Or what was it?
Charcuterie board.
How do you turn
Appetizers.
bologna into charcuterie board? There's American cheese and bologna.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
This is not a charcuterie board, sir.
No, you just use French bread.
Oh, I guess that
Yeah.
does make it fancy.
Yeah.
I actually have
Frozen
charcuterie boards.
French bread.
I have two like really good ones. So one is actually it's a bunch of antique levels, right? And he made a charcuterie board out of it. It was actually Darcy Jones' dad, because he does the woodworking and wood turning and stuff.
Okay.
So I got one from him. And then there's another person. I got one. It was old railroad ties that were made into like a board, and then has handles on it.
It's like, but when I eat off the floor, all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. You know, all of a sudden I'm
He's eating on
disgusting.
that railroad track.
Yeah.
No, they're sanded down.
Ah, okay, I was like,
whatever. But those are my two like really good charcuterie boards. So
Never seen that.
yeah, they come out. For the
When? When was the last time you brought those out?
3 weeks ago.
What?
Yep.
He uses
Man, we
it
didn't
as
get
a
invited.
Well, it was just Rachel and I. So.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
it
A
was,
date night.
It was all So the best place to get charcuterie stuff, in my opinion, is Aldi's. They have the best like choices like cheese and salamis and all kinds of stuff.
Not the tea place up the street?
They don't sell, do they? Meat and cheese? They got a little bit.
Oh.
But Aldi's has like a huge section, and it's like from France and all that kind of stuff.
Crest. I thought Crest was good now.
Hey, this pin's from France.
Aldi's
Yeah,
does
I
that.
flew it there and flew it back. It's from France.
It's from
Yeah,
France.
Aldi's does have a better selection of crust for sure, especially on the meat side of things too. But anyway, it's a little nerdy charcuterie board stuff.
Well,
Okay.
that was fun with charcuterie board. So, heating tune
For your next, for your next event,
I'll shut
hit
up
up
for the next 15
yeah.
minutes, okay?
He's trying to carry the weight of the conversation. I appreciate it, but reality is heating tune-ups. We didn't talk about it because we did talk about it, but we didn't carry on. Make sure you check them for carbon monoxide. This is the best time to actually check it because you're going to be running not only your furnace but your hot water tanks. So that's the big thing for our company, is to make sure that you stay awake when you go to bed. Is
Yes.
it dark? Is it too dark for Halloween?
Is that usually what people go for, to stay awake?
More like stay alive. but-
Stay alive.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right.
Because what happens is, because carbon dioxide's heavier than air, so it's lower than, well, it's lower. So that's why we put carbon dioxide like the size of your,
Wall outlet.
your wall outlet. They have them plug in, so don't have them.
Yeah.
Put
And
it
your,
up on
your smoke
ceiling.
detection. They Usually have them in the smoke detectors.
Yeah, because they sell
as well.
like the combos.
Don't do
Yeah.
it.
Because then it's going to have to be like really high to get there.
And if you don't know, carbon monoxide detectors, the only way they work is if they're in the space constantly. So if it could have carbon monoxide on the other side of the hallway, but it's not in that hallway. But it has to be, like, if it's a low parts per million, it will be hours before it'll recognize. But if it never senses it, you'll never know. So recommendation, definitely by your bed, so that at least if it is somewhere in there, it will be.
And they do have a lifespan too, and you need
Yes.
to swap them out. Is it 5 years? I know there's.
Depends on the brand.
Well, when you buy them too, there's an expiration date
Yeah.
on them too, so it's good.
Everything
to check
has an
those.
expiration
Yeah.
date, doesn't it?
He doesn't.
I'm
They
already
have
got
car
Ryan.
seats that have expiration
Do they
dates
really?
on them now. Yeah.
Kids' cars, those for years though.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, but still.
you guys had car seats?
He's like,
I don't think we did. But
my children.
our kids do, but we probably weren't. I don't
Yeah,
know. We
no,
were
we
not in
didn't.
the ones that are like, they're like, have you ever
Strapped in.
seen
It's
the
like
ones that are
NASCAR
like,
now.
there's kids that are in 8 years, they're 8 years old and they're still in a car seat.
Well, Tony still
You
is.
Where's Tony at?
Oh, sorry, booster seat.
Booster
He
seat.
needs a booster seat to
Yes.
drive. I apologize.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Low blow. Well,
Right.
not even
Yeah.
fair enough. But at
Tony
least,
will like it.
at least you'll know. He'll say it to his face.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
there's no question.
Yeah,
about it.
no. There is no question about that.
You know what's odd with so I'm very particular about the car seats, right? But my wife isn't for some reason. I don't know why that is.
Oh, I 100% know why.
Why?
Yeah.
Because you read into every single thing, so you're like, wait a minute. The logistics side says that this is safer.
pH level, everything
Yeah.
has to be right.
Anyone read the manual of a car seat?
See,
Okay, so
exactly
that's what
why.
I'm saying.
But this
Exactly.
is the thing. There's stereotypes with dudes, right? They're usually
No.
like, oh, we'll figure it together. No, I have to read the manual. I spend 30 minutes reading the manual first before I even pick up a tool to do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's important.
Well, so this is funny. So, okay, my son keeps wanting to do play dates because he's at that age, you go and do that. So he's like, this one kid in his school, he wants to do this play date. I want to go to this play date. I want to go to this play date. Well, we keep talking to the parent like, they want to get together. Can we get them together? And I started to realize is that I think the reason is because I saw him back because they play football together. Okay, so he backs his car in, the kid, and he's in a car seat, and this thing has straps after straps and like all these
Yeah.
contraptions, and I'm like, that's why he doesn't want to do the play date is because he might be afraid. If I take him, or somebody else takes him with a booster seat, because that's probably what he needs to be. He's tall. The dude's tall. Like,
He's almost driving,
he's almost driving, and he has all these straps all over him, and you're like,
Yeah.
I think that's a little extreme. But you might think, it's
I don't want to go.
and we were like, honey, I don't think that's ever going to happen. We'll just have to wait until maybe he's older.
It's like, well, this is what happens when you're loved as a child,
I was never in a car seat, so I don't really know what that was.
Yeah, you weren't in the
But
car
you're
either.
I was in a van.
Oh, okay.
I think Melanie was actually the first one that was in a car seat as a baby. if
Oh,
I
wow.
remember right.
Yeah, she was really protective.
Well, because we drove like an Astro van, right?
And she's like
all over
just
America.
now turned adult.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
She's
now
22.
got out of it, actually. But when we were traveling all across America, like the younger kids were in the back, and then when Melanie was born, which was 1999, I was the one that took care of her, like in that front. Was it the captain chairs up front, the Astro vans? I don't know if you guys remember.
Yeah.
And then the bench seat in the back.
Yeah.
So it was her in one and me on the other one, and my job was to take care of her as like the little infant, So maybe that's why I'm a little more protective of her. Maybe I.
No,
I
you
don't-
just like
I
to
don't know.
dive down rabbit holes.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree. I think that's why you are super protective of her because you were told
wasn't-
to take care of her.
I was not like that with my brothers at all. So this is. a
Well, they're
different
boys,
thing.
right?
I was like,
No, he
you
just-
make your own decisions.
Yeah.
I don't care.
He reads into it and he's like, wait a minute. That
They
pigeon's
could
not going
die.
to fly that far. I'm not going to get that pigeon.
Hey, don't need a sermon now.
Hey, those
like
rabbits don't produce every month. You have to get this
Like, it has to
rabbit.
be, it has to be the
I'm
right
just saying, like
breed.
he goes down this rabbit hole and he's like, wait a minute. There's a chance that the buckle could release in 1982. It happened, so
Yeah.
I do not want to go with that one.
Like if this isn't clicked in just right.
I literally go back behind and check. I'm like, why was this not on? This is ridiculous. Like,
Have you guys ever seen I Am a Surgeon? The Good Doctor.
that's when he.
You know, you can go to the fire department and they'll do it for free.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Would you trust the fire department?
No.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
why'd you do it?
No, they're not reading the manual. Well, I don't trust that.
It's like the only manual I read is the one out there. He works for us.
Well, that wasn't your best joke.
But,
I'm trying to keep it clean,
Anyway,
guys. All right.
so we did talk about the furnace tune-ups, but let's talk about remember last time we were talking about like the pipes freezing and stuff like that?
On the outside faucets, it's make sure you get your covers.
look
Make
up
sure-
here.
Hey. But don't say that when they can't see what I'm looking at. Hey, eyes up here.
He says that to everybody in the office.
Oh, he's calling everybody out today.
Yeah, I see. I was
sorry.
like, he's excited. Look at his nipples.
Why am I in the same room with all these men?
Hey, don't get wrapped up in it.
Okay.
She's wearing a mummy outfit. That's why you can't see it, but
Well, it's kind of.
she's
yeah.
dressed up. You know.
Well.
Yeah.
She does have the skeleton earrings.
Oh yeah,
So.
Oh,
I do
yeah.
have
Really
those.
good
Yeah. Anyway, back to you.
Freezing pipes.
Freezing pipes. Also, if you guys have hot water tanks on the outside, it's always better if your garage faces towards the north and a lot of cold air gets in there, make sure the rooms are closed in. If not, there's even blankets you can put on the outside of the hot water tanks just as an extra precaution.
Sounds like a fun video.
Yeah.
Question. So, our mom has a bathroom in her room, and it's on the outside closet, and every year it gets cold, it freezes up. Is there a way to fix that? It's on the outside wall.
On outside wall,
And it will freeze the entire bathroom.
you pretty much, because that's where the loop is. A lot of times you have to either loop it overhead and get rid of that outside wall,
Okay.
or you're gonna have to the spray foam that you can actually put into the walls because it's probably poorly insulated. So the insulation is gonna help. Now, if it's a deep freeze or a deep cold, it's not. I mean, it's an outside wall. It's like even though you have stuff in the attic and you properly insulate it, there's still a chance that if it drops for too many days and you're not leaving it dripping, it still might freeze.
Well, she'll drip it.
And
It
will still
just does
freeze.
not.
Well, so does Tim's, but it's because it's the outside and it's right there, and there's not enough insulation, and the pipes themselves aren't insulated. So it's pretty much you got to get them off the outside wall. And that's why a lot of times, whenever on new construction, we have insulation on the outside wall, but our pipes are also insulated as well, just to keep that from happening. Especially because the heat on the inside and then the cold on the outside, well, your pipes will actually start sweating. So the insulation helps keep that sweat off so that it doesn't freeze. And it just, there's different layers that you can do.
Is there a way that you can tell that let's say that you can't see it behind and it's leaking? Like, how can you tell that you've got a leak? You know, because, I mean, they bust, but maybe you can't see them because they're in the wall.
Well, leak and a bust are two different ones. When it busts is because it freezes and the pipe expands, and with copper or some of the polybutylene pipes, or even PEX has to grow so much before it does. That's why we use PEX. But when that happens, it thaws out and pretty much, nothing is now covering that hole, so it blows out of there. On a leak itself, a lot of times they'll leak underground or a leak where the concrete, whatever reason it's leaking, that you can tell by if you start seeing, water around the corners of the rooms, or you start seeing like the wood being like absorbing it. And if you have like wood floors, you'll see it start buckling and it'll start warping, or you'll just start seeing mold, or your water bill will go up. For a lot of times that you can't see it, like if it is a slab leak, or if you have a crawl space that, you don't really see anything down there, what ends up happening is your bill will start going up. That's one of and you can go see on the meter, there's a little dial on the meter that you can open up your meter box and look at that dial, and if it's just spinning and nothing's on inside, most likely you have a leak. That's the first telltale
What's
sign.
really cool, though, most cities, I know City of Edmond, if you show that you fixed the bill, they will help you on that bill that's outrageous sometimes.
Yeah, with
Bethany,
it.
not so much.
Bethany, not so much.
Mike has a really good relationship with the city of Bethany.
Yeah, they really like me over there.
Hey, but we do have a new product, right? That you can, or well, maybe not new, but it's like a line that you can put around like hot water tanks. Especially like my neighbor, she doesn't live there all the time. That you can put there and it'll shut off your hot water or shut off
valve.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's really a really cool thing because I didn't even know about it until I had a bust this last winter that the hot water.
You had a very dramatic experience.
Dramatic, yes.
Yeah.
Drywall, the ceiling, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like when you
That's
don't know whether
intense.
to call the plumber or the electrician first, because the water's coming out of the electrical.
It's
I'm like, what is happening? I don't know. Yeah,
Well-
but I'm just curious because a lot of people don't know about it. But the line, I know you can't see this if you're listening, but it's like that wide, right? That is a cord, and you can just wrap it around like the hot water tank. You can walk right around your furnace,
Oh, the
things
heat
like
tank.
that, and it will
Yeah,
literally.
every time he-
Yeah.
And then it'll turn off that whole water valve, right?
Yep,
You have
that's what we have.
I think they have like the thermostat plugs too, right? If it drops under certain like freezing, it'll turn the heat tape on.
You probably read more of that than I did.
Oh, see, no, I was talking about
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They-
the
there
whole
are-
home
Yeah,
shut
there are
off.
extra plugs.
Whole
So
home
whole home
shut-
shut off valve and then heat tape, and they do sell those plugs that have a thermostat in it.
Yep.
And it won't activate until it gets freezing.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
that is an option.
And which line freezes faster?
The hot one.
I'm gonna say the hot one.
Yes, the hot.
Do you know why?
No.
Is it the flash point?
Because it changes states faster.
Yeah.
Because it's in a cold and cold, it just gets colder. But making it change instantly,
I think it's like the molecules, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
are
The
changing.
molecules are going faster, and then all of a sudden, look at
So,
you.
but the thing is, like never.
So when you're dripping your water, are you supposed to turn on the hot water or the cold water to drip your water?
Both.
Oh. Okay.
Just
I didn't know
anything
that.
that keeps the water in there moving.
Could
That-
you just turn on one though?
No.
No.
Oh, you got to turn on both.
You gotta
So
turn
Didn't
both
both
know that.
sides. And
Yeah.
then you open your cabinet so hopefully the heat the heater
Yeah.
will do
Yeah.
it.
Or if you have not really space heaters because we're not going to tell you to put space heaters underneath,
No.
but
But
heat
they have,
tape.
you don't even have to have. Everybody thinks the old metal, not metal, is it porcelain
Oh, the
space
ones that are in the
heaters?
bathrooms.
You don't have to have that. They sell them at Walmart. They're like $25. You just plug it in. I mean,
They do have like a fall safety mechanism
Yeah.
until they fall over. They
They
get too
stop,
close or
yeah.
something, they'll turn
Or if they
off.
get too hot,
There
that-
is
but
safety features.
there's some
in that.
way better ones now. They're not. You don't have to get the porcelain ones and
Or the
like
radiant.
burn your skin. You don't have to.
well,
do that
there were some
anymore.
that they would fall over and they'd stay on and then they burn up, and that's
The
why
whole fire. Yeah, those
trailer
other ones
parks
are
went
not.
up in flames. So.
It's just warmer air.
Our
I mean-
grandma had one of those porcelain things.
Yeah, we did too. Those are the heaters we had.
So that's all we had.
Yeah, no, we had a wood stove growing up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hated that thing.
To keep putting wood in it.
Oh, we had to go get the wood.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
Yeah.
I got you.
I would
And
actually love a wood stove. So
well, yeah, but not when you have to go get the wood. And there in New Mexico, there's no trees. There's mesquite bushes, so you have to dig up the wood.
oh yeah.
You
My
wouldn't
grandpa-
like it.
Huh?
You wouldn't
No.
like it.
Well, my grandpa told me stories like
I
whenever
feel like
they,
you're too bougie for that.
And his skin would dry out too fast.
I
Yeah,
do like a wood stove. Though. My grandpa told me like when
it'd be like the flashy ones.
Sparkles.
Heat. Doesn't even
What is
produce
it? The
any heat.
Amish
But I
ones?
do have this.
The fireless fireplaces. Isn't that what the Amish have?
well, there's like a stove combo you can cook on top of it. It's like flat. I do want like an old school one.
What about like making pizza? You know, they have that for
Yeah.
making
Yeah.
pizza. So you could do that.
I think the better one would be like build it like the cinder block or brick and just build it in like a dome. That's what I think would be cool.
Yeah, but for you, the measurements would never be right. Like, no, this is not how the same radius. The pizza's gonna come out raw in this one corner.
The details matter, okay? They matter a lot.
And we're throwing. Sorry, man. You're getting hit today.
Yeah,
That's okay. That's okay.
it's a big
I was about
target.
to talk about water molecules. If you ever seen them under a microscope, how when they go from like
Just because you
water to
have
ice.
Einstein's hair doesn't mean you are Einstein, all right?
I'm not saying I am. I like digging into like the little details and the nerdy stuff. So luckily, I have Victor that I can talk to about these things, and him and I can kind of nerd out.
Okay,
together
I'm just
about
gonna
stuff, so.
let you guys know. Tim just got on this brain. What is it? Brain mushroom.
The
Alpha brain.
Alpha brain.
Well,
Right?
That started yesterday.
So he's going to think about going to start producing it. So he's going to go to a
Mycologist.
and find out all the details for it.
I already have. Like, it's,
Oh no, I love it. Like,
Already-
how can I make this
Is
stuff?
that for the alpha brain or is that for the other one?
no, lion's mane.
Lion's mane.
Lion's mane.
Mike can show you a picture. It's almost ready to harvest. So I'm about to dehydrate it, put into pill like capsules, and then instead of buying it.
Thank you, Mike.
Unbelievable. Like, There's
But-
always another level. I love
Yeah,
it.
But
no.
Alpha Brain is different. But I will say the Alpha Brain thing worked wonders yesterday because I was going because I had that 7 o'clock meeting and didn't get out till 8:30. Then I went home and I was just on it all night.
He
It
gets
was
very
great.
passionate about certain things,
Yeah.
right? Like he did do bees for a little while. Do you still do
Did it
those?
for 2 years.
Are you? Do you?
I don't
still-
have any farm animals right now.
But you had pigs, right?
Yes, I had pigs, quail, pigeons, chickens,
Rabbit.
rabbits.
You're
But what he
racing
does is he
pigeons.
goes
Racing
full
pigeons.
out 150% on that thing for a little while, and then you move on to something else, and now you're on this right
I
here.
like to get to a point where I feel like I mastered something, the knowledge part, and then I get bored and go
Stop. 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 We're keeping this clean.
There's
No,
so
no,
many
I know where he's
interesting
going.
things.
I know where you're going.
Well, I don't. So
That's good. So, but we have good things coming down the pipe. So our website, all that stuff is getting kind of more meat
Yep.
and potatoes.
We're getting it locked in. Yeah.
We have a really good avenue. We're building. We did some shoots for Ford,
Yep. Yep.
so that was really fun.
Practice
Yeah.
with that. And a taco outfit. So
It's a whole nother animal, but there's presentations. I mean, it's we're gonna have some good stuff coming by January.
yeah.
Our commercial plumbing, we're moving on that. So if you need
Working up on that one, so.
Commercial service.
service plumbing.
Yeah.
No, we're
And also
diving
new
into
construction,
Yeah.
plumbing. Definitely something that he wants to do, right?
Yeah.
Jessica's also put out a super sweet coupon. It's like, was it 10%, right?
Yeah, if you for commercial.
Yep.
So we
it'll
got-
be there on the emails too. So if you're on our email list, like you'll start seeing those as well.
Yep. Now he brought his water with him.
Yeah.
Where's your water, Mike?
Right there. Right with me.
Oh, okay.
It's right outside.
Yeah.
All Jessica said this morning in the group chat was like,
Yeah,
he needs
just water.
He needs water.
Well, because he's probably sweating in that thing.
Nah.
No joke. But at
Yes.
least you made it. Happy Halloween to every one of you. Throw some candy out. Shake some babies. I meant. Just kidding. No.
Put some razor blades in chocolate bars. Like, where is this going?
It's like, there, I can't say that.
Enjoy Halloween and love and life.